Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Outdoors with Geoff. Before we light the coals for today's cook, take a minute and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of any new content that comes to the channel. What's up barbecue crew? Welcome back to Outdoors with Geoff. Today we're going to continue with our holiday theme, and today we're going to be double smoking a spiral cut ham. These hams come pre-cooked already, and this was a smoked ham, so you already got some smoke flavor in there, but we're going to be adding some extra cherry smoke flavor to this to take it over the top. We're also going to be doing a couple of different things with it to get some extra flavors imparted on there and to just make this more than a basic ham. We're going to start by getting a good rub on there, which is going to be Heath Row's Sweet Barbecue Rub, and then we're going to come back with Texas pepper jellies, peach cranberry habanero glaze. It's got a great flavor to it, and it's going to add a nice little kick to the flavor that we're going to get from the smoke in the ham and the rub. Today I'm going to be cooking on a Chargriller Gravity 980 at 275 degrees, and I'm using B&B Char-Logs as my fuel, and I'm using some cherry wood chunks for some good smoke flavor. Temperature regulation is definitely the key on this ham because of the fact that it's already fully cooked. So I'm going to be using my meter plus today, and we're going to cook until we reach an internal of 135 degrees. Once we reach that point, we're going to glaze until we get to an internal temperature of about 140, maybe 142 degrees, and then we're going to pull it off. Enough talking, let's get to the cook. So I'm starting with a 6.5 pound ham, and here I'm taking just a little bit of glaze, and I'm using that as a binder for the Heath Row's Sweet Barbecue Rub. So I'm just pouring that on and spreading that out to evenly coat the ham. And here I'm coming back and getting a good dose of the Heath Row's Sweet Barbecue Rub on the ham. It's important that you get a good coating on here. That's going to add more flavor, and it's also going to have a nice little crust to set on the ham. And here I'm taking the meter probe and sticking it into the thickest part of the ham. And you can see we got that nice thin blue smoke coming from the Chargriller 980, and we're up to temp, so that means we're ready to cook. And this is what the ham looks like after resting for 25 minutes. Now it's time to go ahead and get this ham on the smoker. And I always like to use these racks because it makes it easier to move and turn around and things of that nature when you have to glaze the back of the ham. And here I'm going into the meter app and choosing pork, and I'm setting the temperature to alert me at 135 degrees. And I'm also setting a timer for 1 hour on the Chargriller 980. And our time is up. And here's what the ham looks like after 1 hour. And you can see we're getting a nice color on this ham. Now, in looking at the color of the ham and the texture, I'm rolling my temperature back so that I can start glazing at 130 degrees. And you see we have about 2 hours left on the cook. And the meter app alerted us that we hit 130 degrees internal, and it's time to go ahead and get this ham glazed. You can see we've got a nice crust on there, and I'm coming back with the Texas pepper jelly peach cranberry habanero glaze. Use a good amount of glaze. You're going to impart more flavor on there the more glaze that you use. And I'm making sure to get all around the ham and turning it around to get the backside as well. Now I glazed this ham an additional 2 times before the meter app alerted me that we were going to hit 140 degrees, and I pulled it off the smoker. And this is what we look like. Alright guys, this cook is officially done. Let's have a quick recap of what we did. We started with a 6.5 pound boneless spiral cut smoked ham. We seasoned that ham with Heath Row's Sweet Barbecue Rub. Then we preheated the Chargriller Gravity 980 to 275 degrees for the cook. using B&B Char-Logs and cherry wood chunks for smoke for today's cook. Then we inserted the meter probe into the ham and got it on the smoker for the cook. We were cooking this ham to an internal of 140 degrees, but we also set the meter at 130 degrees so that we could go ahead and stop and glaze the ham with Texas pepper jellies, peach, cranberry, habanero glaze. Once we hit 130 degrees, we went ahead and glazed the ham 3 times in between the ham hitting 140 degrees. And here we are. So the only thing left to do at this point is get a taste test. I can tell you this ham really does have a nice smoke flavor to it. And you know, we got some really good color on here as well. You can still see the seasoning on there, and the glaze did its job. So let's go ahead and get a small cut off of here. Just gonna get a nice little cross section so you can see everything. That smells really good. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Now that's a flavorful ham. So first off, I definitely get the sweet barbecue rub and definitely get this glaze as well. That peach, cranberry, habanero, you get all 3 of those flavors in this cook. And I like a little bit of heat at the end with it. But you definitely get a good cherry wood taste off of here. And I tell you what, this is gonna be some good dinner and some good sandwiches as well. And I've heard folks talk about how you can over smoke a double smoked ham. Not this one, the flavor's right on point with this here. But that's all I got, guys. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Geoff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out. And also check out these videos here on the channel as well.